Ladies and gentlemen, Danny Kaye.
I begin my story out in West Virginia in a little college. All the student body only cared for football, never mind the knowledge. Never mind the sheepskin, they prefer the pigskin, seem to have it in their bones. They knew all about it, couldn't live without it, all except a certain Mr. Jamboree Jones. He played the clarinet with all his might. He studied night and day. He practiced day and night. No running up the field for Mr. Jones. He'd rather run up the scale and down the scale. What tone? Meanwhile, the team marched on to greater fame till they were asked to play in the famous Rose Bowl game. And on that day of days, the students beamed. What did they do when the team marched on the field? They screamed. Starting from the kickoff, they pulled every trick off, but they couldn't win it. Well, instead of going forward, they were going backward, about a mile a minute. Now, seeing their position, they call intermission, and they heard the referee say, well, 17-0 ain't exactly nothing, and you've only got about a minute to play. Then from the stands there came a distant wail. Jamboree, hey, come here, hold him, yeah. And then the students all began to yell. Went up and down the field. Bell, Jamboree Jones. Jamboree Jones. Jamboree Jones. Sing that song. Oh, one the man who won that year. Jamboree. Ladies and gentlemen, Phil Silvers. Phil Silvers, who is a distinguished colleague, an old friend, and a former classmate. Now, you may not believe this, but it really is true. Phil and I went to the same school together in Brooklyn, and it was called Public School PS 149.
Well, Danny, that's true as a
we
out
got
on
some
parole,
friends.
eh? We grew up in the same neighborhood, Danny, East New York.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Dan, I always meant to ask you, how far did you go in school?
Oh, I went all the way. I went right through high school.
Oh, a full education.
Oh, of course.
Well, I wish I could say that. The only thing I remember about school, I majored in hooky. You know what I admire about you, Danny, besides your tremendous success all over the world? The way you progressed as a man. I mean, your use of the English language. It's marvelous. The way you introduced Miss McNair. As a matter of fact, the way you introduced me. I envy you. You have a marvelous vocabulary. You have a marvelous vocabulary.
You have trouble with that?
L's drive me crazy.
Really?
I shouldn't even have attempted. But you know what I mean. You speak English beautifully. Your vocabulary is very
Well,
good.
no, I don't think there's any great accomplishment.
Don't bother with it, Danny, because L's I can't handle. Don't try to help me.
Do you mind if I make one suggestion?
Please do.
I mean, I think you might be able to get the hang of it if I can teach you to break it down. Let's do it by syllables, huh?
All right.
I'll repeat it after me.
I'll
It's very
try,
simple.
try.
Vo, cab, you, le, re. Vocabulary.
Vocabulary. Ah. Listen, Danny, don't try it anymore. I'll tell you why. Because in my own show, I always instructed them, don't put L's in the script. I can't handle them. There's one word drives me crazy entirely. The stuff they use on the kitchen floor, that shiny... Linoleum? Linoleum.
Oh, come on, Phil. You know it better than
I
that.
just said it.
Linoleum.
Linoleum.
Let's break that one down.
Let's shatter it. Lin.
No.
No.
Lee. Linoleum.
Vocabulary. You see, we wouldn't have wasted this spot if your producer had listened to me.
My producer?
I asked him not to put L's in the script. What's his name, Perry Ralmany?
No.
Ralafrity.
Very easy. 3 syllables. La, fur,
T.
Lafferty.
Linoleum. See what I mean?
Now, if you had gone to 149 and didn't major in hooky, you would have learned how to say Perry Lafferty.
Hold the phone, kid. I went to PS 149.
You did?
Sure.
Do you remember the school song?
Never forget it.
You know, there's a school, we had a school song that absolutely was tattooed on my brain. Every time I heard this song, it made the blood course through my veins, and it made the hackles rise on my neck.
I should have never started on vocabulary. It's driving him crazy.
And, well, Paul, let's hear it.
We're gonna do the song?
Yeah. 149 is the school for me, drives away all adversity. Steady and true will be to you, loyal all to 149.